beginning of my video. Boom!
Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer!
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things. It was over in a snap.
We really want it. Alright, we'll be nice.
Only you can be a Patreon.
Oh my gosh!
You don't need to follow the show to be hyped.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Chris, the really bright
And-
Chris. I'm not sure what makes me incredibly bright right now, but
He's
radiant.
angelic. That's all there is to it. He's got an
Angelic.
angel right in front of him. Yes.
I don't know, I guess.
So we are going to be reacting to a new series of videos. This is the first one, at least. And I'm really cool about this because if you watched our Cricket Tuesday video, I mentioned how I've been sending emails out to try to get permission from YouTube creators, which is probably how it should be anyways. And I had sent an email out to a YouTuber called Peter Santenello. Now, Peter Santenello was very kind. He responded relatively quickly, and he gave us the permission to check out his series, which I really appreciate. So what we're looking at is he is for all intents and purposes, as far as I know, he's like a travel vlogger. And he goes to different places, and then he makes videos based on his travels. And so he has 10 videos dedicated to when he visited Pakistan. And we have a lot of Pakistan viewers, and we have a lot of people in general from Asia and whatnot. And I thought it'd be really cool for us to be able to see some of the travels he went on and be able to react to it. And so I sent that to him in an email, and so graciously he has, there it is, accepted. So thank you so much, Peter. Again, he has a 10-part series of him going to Pakistan, amongst many other travel videos. Go ahead. This is, I think we're looking at episode 2. He's going to be looking at some local food, and we love food. So we're looking at reacting to that. But check out his other parts in this series. We may react to them depending on our reception on this video. Let us know if you want us to react to some more. And you can check it out for yourselves as well. And then you can check it out when we react to it. But he has a whole bunch of different travel videos on there. Go ahead and check it out. Send him some love. Like and subscribe. Let him know in the comment section that Born Review sent you. And we would really appreciate it. All the information will be in the description box below. So we are excited to get into this. Like I said, we love some food. We love some different cuisines that we have never seen before.
Absolutely.
And real quick, funny story. There's a pizza place here. It's not very high class. It's called Cici's Pizza. It's buffet pizza. It's $5 or $6 a person.
Whatsoever.
But my kids and my wife love it, right? So we were driving in a part of town not too far from where I live, closer to where Chris lives. We were just in that area to get something. And I noticed that the Cici's Pizza that was there was now shut down, and it got changed to a different restaurant. And I was excited to see that it said Indian American cuisine. So it may not be officially Indian cuisine, but I was excited by that. I thought that was quite the coincidence. So I'll definitely be checking that out in the future once the pandemic calms down. But anything to say, Chris? I've been talking this entire time before we start the video.
If I have anything to say, just that we got to get you some tandoori chicken, man. That's where it's at. That and some good lamb. Oh, yeah.
I've tried lamb many times. I'm sorry for all you lamb connoisseurs.
Here.
Not my thing.
Here. Well, not here, but you got to get Indian cuisine lamb. You got to.
I'm sure there's spices and whatnot would make it taste much better.
Got to get those spices.
But I just don't like the flavor of lamb. I'm sure the spices will give it a new flavor and would accent that natural flavor. All right. So I regret asking you the question. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out this guy's channel when you're done watching it with us. But without further ado, let's check out this video. It's called Trying Local Food in Lahore, Pakistan. And he says, delicious in the parentheses. He went here in December of 2019. All right. So let's check this out in 3, 2, 1.
Morning, guys. Second day in Lahore, and I'm in a park with a zip line. I just met the owner
Population,
here.
12 million.
And we're going to take a run. We're going to talk a bit about Pakistan because he's very knowledgeable. And then we're gonna get into some food. Pakistan feels like nothing else. Very intense, very beautiful, very hospitable. Oh, here it is.
What's that noise?
Be careful while
Probably some construction.
reaching the brakes.
Okay.
Some zip lining.
Brakes installed. Just hold your rope.
Have you ever done a zip line? I've never done one.
I've done it a few times, yeah.
Face to the side.
It's a little nerve-wracking
Just gonna slam
when
you
you're in
in
the
the
moment he's at right there, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
And what he's talking about, the handbrakes, you gotta do that once in the Caribbean. That was a little nerve-wracking. You were worried you weren't gonna do it right.
Woo! Woo!
But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's just like sitting back on a lazy chair. I've never gone that far before. Holy cow.
That looked like it hurt, man. He hit that thing fast.
Jimshed, how long have you owned this business?
It's been 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, I'm doing it in Lahore. It's a kind of a cheap and subsidized activity because we don't charge too much from the local people.
Okay.
It's less than $50 for
Okay.
this ride.
Jeez.
Lahoris have a big heart, so they are.
But usually in a city of 12 million people, it's a grind, right? Everyone is sort of competing for survival.
Yeah, definitely. If you are earning 100 rupees per day,
Right.
you can still survive in Lahore. Whereas you can find food for 50 rupees.
100 rupees is like 70 cents, right?
70 cents, yeah.
What?
So if you earn 70 cents a day, you can eat here.
Yeah, you can eat here, you can live here.
You can live here.
Yes.
But you're living on the streets.
No, you cannot. You don't have to living on the streets. You have some government apartments. You can,
Okay.
you can go there. You can live there.
70
That are
cents a
for free.
day.
70
Yeah.
cents,
We used
man.
to go at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock at night to go for some nashta, some breakfast.
Yeah.
At the streets, go for some paratha and
Yeah, you guys don't sleep, do you?
because Lahore don't sleep, so we don't sleep.
I know they always say like New York is the city that doesn't sleep. That
Yeah.
is such bullshit when you compare it to a city like Lahore. This
I
is
like the little
I
edit
mean,
there.
there's traffic outside my hotel at 2 in the morning. So where are we going for food?
We are going to Gawal Mandi first.
Well, Monday.
Yeah, and then we will go to the food street.
Make them plant more great trees. Some cool architecture. Chemists and druggists. I mean, he's right there in the
Right back
heart
in
of
the
the
heart of
city.
it, into the near the old city, the old center. So you got going peanuts, little snacks. Jimshed, where are we?
We are in Lakshmi Chowk.
Lakshmi Shok. I like the contrast of Lahore, that nice calm park, and then the wildness. That's a cool building. What is that?
This is the oldest of the gates.
Oh, the oldest of the gates. There are 13 gates, right?
Yeah.
Lady killer.
Mr. Lady Killer.
It's like you want to.
He's like,
You got a problem? No, man, we're cool.
Mr. Lady Killer. I don't think you knew that was on the
yeah, I
back
was
of
gonna
the
say, I
shirt.
don't think you remember that long
really
shirt.
knows what he's wearing.
Oh, okay.
What is written on it.
That's what I know he's
Whoa.
wearing.
What's he doing?
What in the world?
He's giving a ride.
Actually, the fuel tank is empty. Oh, so the fuel.
That makes more sense.
Thought that was
Look
like-
at that.
Yeah, that was
Horse
pretty
drawn
cool.
buggy.
So these up here, these are colonial buildings
Whatever works, man.
from the Brits. Very
Yeah,
cool.
that looks like British
alleyways back
architecture
here.
right there.
Love the color.
Look at that purple.
And then this is Mughal.
Pal Nivas. building.
This is Hindu influenced.
Okay.
We are going to eat the local fish in Lahore. In winters, it is the most demanded meal of the day.
It's a winter meal
It's a winter.
under the open flame.
Oh, okay. Nice and hot.
So what is this? What kind of fish?
The fish is the local farm fish. It is not the one from the
Not from the sea.
not from the
It's a
sea.
farm fish.
Yeah, and the river one.
Just frying and anything else?
No, he's just frying the fish. The fish is already dipped into spices.
Oh, okay,
I think it is all marinated already there.
Gotcha.
And now they're just throwing it into the oil.
Not very healthy, I don't think, but it looks good.
It is not very healthy because the oil they use is they use it for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days.
Ooh.
I saw it's pretty black. Oh well.
But the taste it creates is like it has a bit.
You came here 1 hour here, 1 hour home just to eat this fish.
Nice.
It's that good.
This place is heart of the Lahore.
This restaurant is
Nice jacket.
Wow. Look at all the stories on this table. Look how long it's been used.
Yeah. We have this fried rahu fish. We have this apricot sauce.
Apricot sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
With some spices. And this is the local bread.
Okay, Jim Shed.
It looks good,
How
man.
do you do this? No utensils. Go in with the hands. Yeah.
It's your choice.
Okay.
Slice it.
Yeah, steam coming off it. I love it.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Take care of these.
Maybe this is a bad choice to react to. It's gonna make me hungry.
You know what you said about the dirty oil
Yeah.
making it taste better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is actually a taste enhancer.
The food scene in the city is
Taste enhancer.
pretty happening, huh? Lahore is known as a food city.
Yeah, it is famous in Pakistan for its food.
Okay, so it's different than Karachi or
Yeah.
Islamabad. What's different about it? It's more Punjab style. Is that the difference, or
It's more spicy. It has a lot of flavors.
right?
Different spices are used.
Oh, this is amazing. Look at that.
Jeez.
I feel like I've been oiled from the inside out.
I feel like much more powerful.
You look at it
It's
too.
full of proteins.
It's full of proteins, you know.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like it. That was good. We're gonna get something else that you said. Some chicken dish. Okay, guys, on a food mission.
I'm not.
When
Yeah.
does this come alive in the night, or is now the time? Okay.
What'd you say, Chris?
Nah, I'm
It's a
good.
night
I
market.
stopped.
Boss man has 3 chicken dishes in mind. Hello. Love this balcony up here.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love balconies myself. There you go.
Oh, I hate that
Song?
sound so much.
Popcorn.
Well, it's a great song. Fleur de Lis.
A lot of guns.
Beat oven.
But when it comes from like a convenient
guns
food
legal?
truck, food person like
People
delivering
say
it,
guns
oh,
are
it's
not
annoying.
legal, right? They're not legal.
They're not legal, yeah.
So why are there so many people with guns?
No, nobody's with guns.
That guy had a gun.
Oh, he was a policeman.
Okay, but no uniform.
Yeah, he was from a special branch.
Telling the truth there.
Fresh chicken.
Telling the truth.
Pakistan, chicken. This is chicken row for restaurants. Thank you, sir. High tech here. Blue lights. Wow. What is this?
Oh, look at that.
That does look
Chicken
good.
pie. So what are we
That's what
dealing
I'm
with
talking- oh,
ingredients
man.
here? Chicken, obviously.
That would be so good, but man, it would
Spices.
make me pay the price.
Ginger, chilies, red chilies, butter.
So we don't no plates. We just all get in this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Please.
plate,
No. Please. No. That's nice. It's our work.
Plan a dinner at night. There will be some different.
You're gonna eat dinner tonight?
You don't want to have
Near
to.
to your hotel.
Another
There's no
I've
stopping.
just been eating though. You mean dinner after this?
Yeah. After this,
Or
no.
wild milk?
Around 8 is good. Or 9.
Tonight?
Yeah.
No, I'm done after this.
What a baby!
Great place, guys. Thank you for the food choice.
Thank you, Peter.
But that was just the surface. Like there are many, many dishes.
Do you think
here,
that's a
right?
highway overpass over them, or do you think it's like a
It's gotta be.
elevated train or
Okay.
something?
Thanks
Might
for
be a
following,
tram,
guys. Thanks for watching
but
that. Tomorrow
It's
I'm
some
gonna go
form
get
of
lost
transportation.
in the old part of the city. Till then, have a good night.
Man, that video went by really fast. We were talking before we
I
started.
really did.
recording.
I was
like, okay, this is
expecting a lot more food.
I know. It was cool. I liked Peter's style because he's very laid back. He's not trying too hard to be animated and whatnot when he's on the camera. He looks very natural. He looks like he's just being himself and he's exploring. It's cool because as a video aspect of it, 11 minutes to show 2 meals and a zip line ride, and you're walking around asking this local guy some questions about the city. I thought it was done very nicely. Like you, I thought there'd be more food involved, but like he said, I'm done after this. I mean, that's probably all the food he ate for the rest of the day.
Probably. I mean, that was a pretty big piece of fish, along with all the bread that he ate before. I mean, he was probably stuffed as it was when he was on his way over to that place. So, I could see that. And they're like, no, I'm fine. I agree though. I thought he was, pretty natural on the camera, just living his life. That food looked amazing though. I've never been to Pakistan, but that's one thing. Just trying different nations' food. That's always a treat for me. Obviously, I like it, but it's just it's nice to understand another culture through their food. And I don't think there's a better way to understand a person's culture other than first eating their food, because then it has their passions and everything in it. So it's always exciting to see.
Yeah, we did. It was me and you actually. We did a reaction to an Indian dish where they were cooking in the ground. And I had mentioned, I think it was on that video or it was on a different video with Jody and Gabe. I can't remember, but I mentioned that, America's great in a lot of ways, but as far as local cuisine, local recipes, we kind of stink in that area. We don't really have our own niche as far as food. I mean, I guess the closest thing would be macaroni and cheese and hamburgers and hot dogs, which I love that just as much as anyone else. Fried chicken and potato salad. I'm not trying to say it's not good.
We've got a lot of food.
Do we have anything that's comparable to that chicken dish that we saw there with the spices and with the herb? I mean, I'm sure there's certain bakers that are in their homes or cooks that can do that kind of stuff. But I can't think of anything. Like if I'm going to bring a friend or for whatever, I'm going to bring him here and show him my city. What am I going to show them? Like a pizza place? Like I can't think of like a local cuisine place.
That's what I think of. I'll agree with you. We don't really have like a niche kind of food unless you want to talk like barbecue, like baby back ribs or something like that. Sure. I guess if you want to count that, fried chicken, whatever. But I think like one niche that sets us apart is, you come to my city, we've got everything, whatever you want, whether you want to get ramen, or whether you want to get some tandoori chicken, whatever you want. Generally, there's a place you can find it at. But one kind of food I have a really hard time finding is like a good representation, I would say, or any representation of Middle Eastern food, Middle Eastern cuisine, like from Pakistan. I have yet to find anything. I can find Greek. I can find kebabs, sure. And I know kebabs are like a pretty big thing in the Middle East, but I can't find anything really beyond that.
Well, and what we're used to here is Americanized Chinese food, Americanized Mexican food, Americanized Greek food, or whatever. And you mentioned Greek. That's funny because Greek is being really popular, especially here in the city. A lot of Greek places are opening up, and I want to say a lot of them are probably pretty close to being authentic. But we have a lot of Americanized stuff, and I'm not talking trash on our food. I mean, I love the food that I eat, but when I see something like that, or I see something like we saw in the video with the Indian dish that was cooked in the ground, I'm like, man, we don't really have something like that to where, it's so different. I mean, like he mentioned, we have no plates, we have no forks. We're so used to eating that way here. But if you think about it, we have the big dish in front of us. We have the big pieces of bread. I mean, what else do you need? It's I don't know. It definitely made me hungry. It definitely made me want to be there in that room and eat that food with them. Definitely. But we have a lot of good food here too. I just wish we had something like a trademark, like something like, hey, when you come to my city, you've got to try this. And he took them to two places that weren't too far away. I mean, what two places am I going to show them?
Man, you'll show them Jinya, ramen, Chinatown, dude. That's what's here in Vegas.
But again, it's gotta be
Chinatown.
China.
All the good
Americanized.
food. But all the good food isn't. No, man, no. In Chinatown, it's legit. You got to try it. We got to get
I
some.
see what you're saying. Tastes of around the world. We have those options.
Right.
I want to say one of the casinos here, right? It has like a restaurant. I think it's the Rio. That's their whole shtick is we have a taste of all different parts of the world. Come check out the restaurant. But anyways, I was excited to check that video out. I thought Peter did a good job, like I said, being very calm and very, very authentic. And I appreciate the guy that was showing him around. He was very helpful, gave some information. I still think he was joking around about that guy with the gun being a police officer. He said,
there's no
like,
way. Special branch probably just want to scare the heck out of him.
But I like the whole video. It was, like I said, the 11 minutes went by really fast. Sometimes when you're reacting for 11 minutes and the camera's on you the entire time, you're like, okay, hopefully I'm not picking my nose or something. But that was very easy watching, very easy going. Let us know if you want us to react to some of the other episodes in that series of Pakistan that he did, or any other places that he explored. Just go to his YouTube channel. You can see the other ones on there, and then let us know in the comment section. Okay, check out this one. I watched it. It's awesome. I want to see you guys' reaction. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to be safe and be smart. And until next time,
take care.